Hi everyone, I'm Pooja from SVC Computer Science Department. Today my topic is about web technology and its applications. So here we are going to study about creation of table and what are elements, styles and creation of forms. Creation of tables. A table in HTML is created using the tag name called table and and can be used to represent information that exists in 2D grid. Tables can be used to display calendars, financial data, pricing tables, and many other types of data. The tag table contains any number of rows. Rows is represented using the tag tr, and each row contains any number of table data cells. Table data cells are also known as columns, which is represented by a tag called td, and some browsers do not display borders by default. Many tables will contain some type of headings in the first row. In HTML, you can indicate header data by using the tag name or the element called th. It is used to represent the header data, and browser will automatically make the content within a header data element bold. So this is the structure of the table elements. To draw a table we use the tag called table, and tr is used to represent rows, and th for heading, and td for column. Here the td is used to represent column, and this is the code for the above table. This is the code for the html code for the above table. So spanning rows and columns in html. See, each row must have the same number of column and heading containers. There is a way to change this behavior. If you want to give a cell to cover several columns or rows, or to merge rows and columns, then you can do that by using call span and row span. Here we are going to study about spanning rows. See, this is spanning rows in which we are merging the columns. To merge columns, we use a row span. As there are three columns, we are using TD row span is equal to 3. And this is the code for the above table. So spanning columns. Here we are merging columns. For that we are using call span and is equal to 2. As we are merging two columns here, we write 2 here, and this is the code for the above mentioned table. So table elements. We have learned the table elements such as tr for rows, td for column, and th for heading. And there are many additional elements such as caption, t-head, t-foot, t-table, call, and call group, which we are going to study here. The caption element is used to provide a brief title or description of the table. Um, it is used to give the title, and it improves the accessibility of the table. Captions and CSS property can be used to change the position of the caption below the table. And T-head, T-foot, T-body elements, they are used for T-head for table header and T-foot for table footer and T-body for table body. The call and call group elements, they are mainly used for styling all columns within a call group with just a single style. So we are going to study about this in the table. So this is the table for the additional table element. Here we are using caption. A title for the table is good for accessibility. Here in output we can see here it's a 19th century French painting, and call we are using for describe our columns and can be used to aid in styling. It gives the styling. Call element gives the styling for this caption or for our column. And T-head. Table header could potentially also include other row elements. And table footer comes before the body. We have to write table footer before the body and the body at the end. Potentially with styling, the browser can scroll this information while keeping the header and footer fixed in place. So this is the code and here is the output for the table. Styles. There is certainly no limit to style a table. Table can be styled by using CSS properties. So table borders. So borders can be assigned to both the table and the TD element. But borders cannot be assigned to the TR, that is rows or uh, table head or table footer and table body elements. Borders can only be used for table and columns. So border collapse property. This property selects the table's border and removes the cell border. Next, width and height. They are used for setting the width and height of the cells. Cell spacing, for adding space between every cell in the table. Um, if, and cell padding, for adding space between the content of the cell and its border. BG color, for changing the background color of any table element. And background, for adding a background image to any table element. Align, for indicating the alignment of a table in relation to the surrounding container. By using these styles we can make our table look beautiful and clear. So here we are using some of the styles. This is the HTML part, and here we can see the output. For this we are using, and finally the creation of forms. Forms provide the user with an alternative way to interact with the web server. Using a form, the user can enter text, choose items from lists, and click buttons. Typically, programs running on the server will take the input from HTML form and do something with it, such as save it in a database, interact with an external web service, or customize subsequent HTML based on that input. A form is defined by a form element, which is a container for other element that represent the various input element within the form, as well as plain text and almost any other HTML element. But a form cannot contain another form element. This is an important point to note down that a form cannot contain any other form element. So here's the code, uh, and this is how the form looks like. So a form is used to collect the required information in a logical or meaningful fashion for communication and pass to another entity. This form is also required to fill any online registration or any online exams. So